YouTube, it's Erica from EVJEWEL, and today I want to talk about your high school career and how important it is when you're thinking about going to a college. So I want to start off with the ninth graders. Ninth graders, it is so important to go in there and do what you got to do. You need to get those good grades, A's, B's, no C's, D's, or F's. You need to join clubs like FBLA and student council, the math club, Spanish club, science club, and things like that. Environmental club. There's a bunch of clubs out there now. So many, I don't even know the names of them all. But you need to join a club, be involved, be a part of your school, and excel in every single thing that you do, because when you get to your senior year and there's so many things that you haven't done and your GPA is falling so low because you haven't done the things that you needed to do during your ninth grade year. And when I was in ninth grade, I was so excited to be in high school. I was a cheerleader. I had a bunch of friends. I slacked off in every single subject because I was talking throughout each and every one of my classes. So I failed math. I had D in science and biology, C's in every single thing else. I had an A or a B in dance and aerobics, but you know, it's a PE class. It's pretty hard to fail. And it really hit me because when I moved down here to Georgia, I had to retake a ninth grade math class, and it was just so hard for me because I wasn't paying attention, so I didn't know any of the information. So of course I had to retake it. Like, they couldn't let me just keep going. And I don't know, you just really have to think about the things that you're doing because they're going to affect you for the rest of your life. And especially in high school, your ninth grade year is so important, and it's really going to affect you. So the next thing is your GPA. Your GPA starts in ninth grade, and it's so important to not turn in assignments late, to get everything turned in, do all your homework assignments. Whether you know the answers or not, it's better to have a 15 than a 0 in the grade book. And study for your test. Those people that you're talking to and stuff that are keeping you from studying from your test are not going to be there when you have to go to a community college to get your GPA up in order to go to the college that you want to go to. So it's important to have a high GPA and to maintain a high GPA. My GPA was not high, and that's because of my ninth grade year, me failing that class and having to retake it and getting C's and D's and everything else. That made my GPA like a 1 point something, which is like horrid. So, and then it's like when you get to the higher grades, you're cramming, getting straight A's and everything, and trying to pass your aptitude test and things like that in order to go to the college that you want to go to, when you could be relaxing because you did what you're supposed to do all throughout high school, and you can just pick any college you want to go to. Oh, and go here, here, and here, and you'll be accepted to all of them and have choices and be able to have choices. And you want to be able to have choices. You don't want to be like, oh, I need to do this because if I don't do this, I can't get into the college that I want to go to. My GPA is just not high enough. It's not high enough. It's not high enough. You don't want to be like mentally crazy because you're just so caught up and stressed out about your grades. You want to be able to enjoy high school because you did what you're supposed to do throughout the course of your whole high school career. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is scholarships. There are scholarships for everything. Scholarships for glasses, scholarships for green eyes, scholarships for curly hair, black, white, Indian, Native American Indian. There are scholarships, Alaska Native. There are scholarships for every single thing, and it's important to talk to your counselor and figure out what scholarships that you qualify for. Sorry, I couldn't get the words out. But the scholarships that you qualify for, because if your grades fall low, and they shouldn't, you should do what you're supposed to do, but you might have to get a loan, and it's really hard to pay a loan back when you can do what you're supposed to do and get a scholarship and not have to pay that money back, or a grant or something like that. And you want to be able to qualify for a lot of those things. So you need to do what you're supposed to do, 9th through 11th, and 12th kind of comes, but 9th through 11th, that way when you start applying, it'll probably be your 12th grade year. So you want to make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do so the colleges have something to look at. They can give you scholarships and this money that you really need to go to college and to be what you want to be. You don't want to be behind because of some stupid mistake that you made. Because with me, when I try, I can get straight A's, just like that. When I don't try, I get C's and some B's, some F's, and things like that, So it's like, if you know that you can do it, you need to do it because it's important. What else? You don't want to be cramming senior year. I was a senior year crammer. Still am, kind of. But it's like you have to take aptitude tests to get into colleges. I've taken an ASVAB, which I did amazing on in my science portion. And if you don't know, I want to be a doctor. I'm probably going to start off with being an ultrasound tech. I want to work with babies and pregnant mothers and stuff like that. So maybe a gynecologist or obstetrician or something like that. But I want to start off as an ultrasound tech just to get the money rolling so I can build up with college and just do whatever else I need to be that doctor. So I did amazingly in the science portion. You have to take your SAT and your ACTs, and on the ACT, like, you have an English portion, 45 minutes, 75 questions, and it's like you really have to study for those things. You can't slack off and be like, oh well, I'm smart enough, when I get in there I'll just do what I do and just see what I do and see how well I did. You can't do that, because those tests cost money, $50 every time you take that test, and if you're not studying and trying your best, it's hard to make a passing grade, and you're just wasting money. You need to sit down and take the time to do the things that you need to do, because this is your life and this is your future. And if you want to be that doctor like me, or you want to be whatever else that you want to be, you need to start off in 9th grade and work your way up. You want to go to that college that is going to, like, I don't even know what to say. You want to go to that college that is going to wow that employer of yours when he sees what college that you went to and the grades that you got and how intelligent and smart you are. And it's never too late. Like, if you slacked off and you're watching this video right now and you're like, man, I wish I wouldn't have slacked. No, you need to get in there, read that book, do that assignment. I'm over here studying my little calculus book, and it's the Complete Idiot's Guide, and I'm still studying this book because I have to pass my calculus class. I want straight A's. And it's like, you have to do what you have to do what you need to do. So, what else? Reach your full potential. You have a full potential. Like, don't ever slack off and do just what you need to do to get by, because they're gonna notice that. They're gonna think that you're slow, like something's wrong with you. When you know that you can make straight A's and A pluses, but all they see is this grade, they're gonna think that that's all you can do. You need to show them what you're made of and what you can do, because you want to be that doctor, that lawyer, that firefighter, that nurse, entrepreneur. I want to be a businesswoman too. Doctor, businesswoman, entrepreneur. I want to be all those things. And it's like, I have to do what I have to do. When I was younger, I owned my own jewelry business. We made like $98 the first thing. And it's like, I took the time to get online and look up how to make the jewelry, how to use business cards and make your own receipts and little receipt books and stuff like that, and like to really be an entrepreneur. And I was only like 12 years old. Like, you have to get in there and you have to do what you have to do what you have to do. You have to make sure that you know what you're doing and be confident in yourself that you can make these things happen. Don't slack off. Don't get into the too much partying and not enough working, or not doing your homework, or turning in assignments late, because it's really going to catch up with you. And when you have no college choices, you only have a community college that you can go to, you're going to be really upset, because all your other friends who are talking to you were at home studying and doing what they had to do, and now they have choices among choices among choices. Spelman, Georgia State, Georgia Tech, they have all these choices. University of Miami, University of Nebraska. I used to live in Nebraska, and they have all these different choices, and they can just pick and choose where they want to go, and they can even have a full ride scholarship because of how well they did, while you're like, man, I slacked off and now all I can do is go to a community college and bring my GPA up, and then I have to transfer. All these other kids, when they're their freshman year, they know everybody. I'm going to be the new kid just because I just didn't want to do what I was supposed to do. You don't want to be that girl or that boy, of course. You want to do what you have to do what you have to do. You want to get in there. You want to be there your freshman year, know everybody, join the party, join a fraternity, join a sorority, get into those clubs and do the things that everybody else is doing. You don't want to be at a community college. And no, community college is not bad. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying, when you know that you could do, if you want to go to a university or a four-year college and you slacked off and can't go, it's, you know. So that's pretty much it, Lord. That's pretty much it. I want you guys to try your best and do everything that you need to do what you got to do, and get into that college or tech school or military. I kind of want to do the reserves too. So anything that you want to do, make sure to make it happen. Don't slack off, but try your hardest and have confidence and just make it happen. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Like, rate, comment, and subscribe.